สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Good morning all the fans worldwide from Thailand to Philippines to all Latins and to everywhere. Today I'm co-admin of KP1 Worldwide. Got privileged to be invited by mentor of Miss Earth organization 2021 Dr. Nop Chalida Miss Thailand 1998 and so many titles that I couldn't name it all in 5 minutes. So how are you today, Miss Dr. Nop?
I'm great, thank you, and thank you for accepting my invitation. When I first know Kun Go from Miss Earth Thailand 2021 conference, Kun Go show interest in what I'm doing, which is promoting how to have a healthier lifestyle by eating plant-based diet, and this is how we can eat to save the earth.
Yes, that's right. We are all the earth lover here, so I'm very pleased to show you how the earth lover can enhance their lifestyle through plant-based diets. So what are you preparing for me today, Dr. Nop Chalida?
Okay, to talk about what is plant-based whole food diet, just allow me to maybe inform everyone
Yes,
what is it
sure.
all about. When people talk about what's the best diet for health, there's a lot of argument, but most people will agree that it must be whole food and it must be clean and good and nutritious, and plant-based whole food has all that. And what we focus is eating plants, as it best, which means as it whole. Like you can see, for example, like this, we call this whole cherry tomato, whole pumpkin, whole eggplant, and we might use a little cooking, like grilling, steaming, to make it a little more palatable. Salad. But plant-based whole food, what we will not do is deep fry, like tempura deep fry. We don't do that because it kills the nutrition of the Mother Earth's gift.
So can you tell me that what benefit of this food is going to provide to the earth lover like me?
Okay, first of all, if you are like beauty queen lovers, you worry about your physical appearance, your health,
Or even beauty queen themselves?
yes, or even beauty queen themselves, what you would get with plant-based whole food diet, besides the tasting that is so refreshing, so good, you see that this is like a rainbow colored diet.
Yeah, it's a June month as well. It's rainbow month.
Okay, very well.
It's perfect time.
Very
Perfect
well,
timing.
very well. Happy month, okay? And for this, the rainbow color, for each and every color, it has different phytochemical, and all of these help antioxidant away from our body. And when we eat food that has lots of antioxidant, our cell will be young and fresh and so full of life, and that's how you stay young and be free from all the disease like diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and all that.
So I heard that the real purpose that you going to create a plant-based diet is from the reason of anti-inflammation, right?
Right.
So can you explain our audience that how significant of the anti-inflammatory diet going to give to the earth lover like us?
Okay. When I study anti-aging, the question that comes to mind is, what makes people age? What makes people old? And the answer is the inflammation, especially chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation means that inflammation that you have in your body for a long time, you cannot get rid of it, you don't even know that you have it maybe. And in this world, we have two types of inflammation. The one is acute. Acute inflammation is something that we must have as a human being to survive. The example of acute inflammation is if I happen to get a cut from doing cooking. I will have my skin inflamed, maybe swollen, and after that it will become a scab and then just fall off, and that's how the body, the skin itself, get rid of bacteria. This is what we need, okay? Wires everything. But there's another inflammation called chronic inflammation. This inflammation, there's no sign, no symptom, no swollen, no whatsoever. You have to do the blood test to know. And why? Why do you have to know whether you have chronic inflammation or not? Because it's like a silent killer. Because with chronic inflammation, it's in the blood, right? And blood travel all through your body. And if the brain of yours happen to be like the weakness part, you might get depression, Alzheimer, or if the heart is the organ that weakest in the body, you might get heart disease, diabetes, all that, or even hypertension, and all the sick disease, even brittle bone, osteoporosis, osteopenia. These are all from chronic inflammation. Even hypothyroid, that a lot of people they cannot lose weight because the thyroid problem, hypothyroid, and that's all stem off and has the root cause is chronic inflammation. And that's why I study what can reverse the chronic inflammation or even prevent it. I search the lifestyle, especially the diet. Yeah, there's a thing called anti-inflammatory diet. And if you search, you will see the word Mediterranean diet, Okinawa diet, and plant-based diet. And since I am Thai, I'm like a foodie at heart, and I love Thai herbs. And I'm thinking that, hey, Thai food has a lot of vegetable base, and it has a lot of herbs and spice that can help with inflammation. So I mix Thai herb with the idea of make it to be plant-based. Because in order to make it plant-based and be able to call it plant-based, you must have like 85% in the dish from plant. Like for this plate, this one from Mr. Go right here, as you can see.
What is it?
This is barley salad, and if it's like plant-based whole food 100%, it will look like this. I will remove the prawn. This is especially for Mr. Go because he's a beginner today.
Yes,
this is what plant-based whole food 100% looks like. You have the barley here. This is good source of carb and also has protein, many mineral that the body need. And the green thing here, the red thing here is red oak. And you have tofu. Purple thing here is a sweet potato, and this is the pumpkins. All these are plant. This is 100% plant. Lunch, brunch, any time of the day that you like. And for people who feel like
but it's for plant-based practitioner indeed.
Yeah, the beginner. No meat for the advanced. But for beginner, since Mr. Go say that he will enjoy eating the meal if I put prawn in it, so I got prawn for him. This is like a grilled prawn. So for this plate, it's 25% is the protein from prawn, and another 25% is the carbohydrate from the pumpkin, the barley, and the sweet potato. It's okay. Yeah, this we'll call flexitarian or plant-based, like for beginner. So he can enjoy eating his prawn and also get to eat a lot of plants. And how can this plate save the world? Because if his normal lifestyle is not a lot of vegetable like this, imagine Mr. Go going to a restaurant and just order shrimp something, and the whole plate is full of shrimp, and maybe just a little sprig of
Can I try while you
Sure. Maybe just a little sprig of parsley on the plate. You know what I mean? Like the whole plate is like a meat.
It's barley. Okay.
Yeah, it's barley.
And I will sprinkle with some sauce. What kind of sauce is it?
This is the salad dressing. The one that you had before is the olive oil mixed with apple cider vinegar and some fruit juice, probably orange juice, and mix it with salt, and some spices.
Okay, I try it. All right. How long should I chew?
Well, actually, to be healthy, 20 chews before you swallow. that's the reason behind it, because when you chew well enough, and if you happen to want to lose weight, if you chew well enough, you allow the enzyme in your mouth to start digesting the food. But if you chew only a few times and swallow it, what happens is your stomach doesn't have teeth, you know. And if you swallow it like that a few times, the stomach doesn't have teeth, what happens is you get lots of gas, and the food doesn't digest well, the nutrition doesn't come out. So if you keep chewing patiently, you know, or maybe just like 10 times before you swallow, you allow the breakdown of the food so the nutrition can come out and the digestive enzyme can help and absorb all these good things, you know, in this to help support your cell.
Okay. I will review each by each, okay?
Okay.
I start with barley, sprinkled by the sauce which made of cider, right?
Apple cider,
and vinegar.
and vinegar, and salt, pepper, and
Salt,
I think
pepper.
there's orange juice in there.
Orange juice,
yes, to the sweetness. Yes.
Because you know it's so savory, rich, but you can feel that it's, you know, much less fast. It's very rich.
Do you feel?
It's sour and sweet.
Yeah.
I really love it.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've been deprived of the meat, or you
No.
know, with little just 2 prawns is okay, and the whole thing vegetable like this is
It's
okay?
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel being deprived of like meat-based protein at all. I just feel that I couldn't, you know, have enough of barley. I think that at the beginning, I think just 1 spoon that would be enough, you know, to try. But you see, it's already the 4th one.
Yes, and this is so good because the barley itself, you know, compared to just white rice will give you like lots of carb and that's it. But with barley, it has protein, minerals, and all the vitamins in it. So you mean you use this bite, but you got a lot and lots of nutrition.
So it's okay if I eat barley and the prawn, and
Yes.
after with the red oak. It's okay.
Oh sure.
It doesn't need like barley and then veggie.
No, the thing is, if I eat this, what happened? Use the base of the salad, orange juice, salt, pepper, apple cider vinegar, and you know, mix it well together and slowly pour olive oil and make it fresh before you eat it.
So how much calorie would it you know give?
I would say this one is very light, you know, including the 2 prawn, maybe like 350 something calories. It's not bad, yeah, it's not bad at all.
And I'm, you know, quite curious about each ingredient in a dish.
Yes.
Do you weight each by each, like this tofu? What kind of tofu is it? Because it's sort
actually
of
the person
black one.
who made this is Chef Kwan.
Chef Kwan.
Chef Kwan, okay, Chef Kwan Healthy Tasty. With Chef Kwan, I give her the guide of what kind of ingredient to use for the anti-inflammatory effect. But the cooking, the weighing, and everything is her and her team. And of course, she weighs everything.
She's an expert.
Yeah, she's the chef, and she weighs everything to make sure that the calories right, the amount of protein is enough.
But for all the audience, you know, in ordinary life, so it's on your preference. Like how many pieces, how many grams of each ingredient that you would like to mix in the dish.
Okay, I see. For in order to call this plate a flexitarian plant-based, the amount of meat used here, like the meat here would be the prawn, right, or the fish, or the egg, or the chicken breast, no more than 100 grams, and the rest vegetable all you want. Yeah, all you can eat if it's vegetable, and it must be in whole form. And the way to cook it is grill, boil, steam, or stir fry in water or soup with very, very little oil. Yeah, no tempura, no deep fry. Yeah, because a lot of people will worry, oh, I'm eating starch, but this is, it's good quality starch. It's not like white bread, nothing like that. It has lots of fiber, and with the fiber, what it does, it regulates the level of glucose in your body, so you don't feel like you're hungry all the time. You will be fulfilled, like you're eating. Right now it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll be okay until like 4 or 5, and with the corn maybe last until 6.
I wouldn't expect myself to clean the dish. You can see I almost clean the dish.
I'm glad.
There's a couple piece of tofu and pumpkin to be left on the dish. I tell you, I'm not a tofu lover, but I try, okay? And I couldn't feel like it's tofu. It's so delicious.
Yes, thank you.
Why so sweet?
What is sweet?
I mean, the taste is sweet.
What did you just take in?
Tofu.
Oh,
It's
you mean
very-
this?
Yeah, this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I thought it would have.
I mean, natural sweet.
Natural sweet.
Yeah, I feel it's natural sweet. It's not like sugar sweet, okay? But because I ate tofu sometime, I mean ordinary tofu, and it's quite bland, okay? But this one, I really love it because
You have time to chew, and when you
Yeah.
chew well enough, your saliva called amylase, it will digest starch. And if you if you chew well enough, imagine if you chew like rice well enough, you will start to taste some sweet. And in this, that's like some good carb in the tofu too. So it must be really good carb in the tofu, and you have time to actually like chew and you try to figure what it tastes like that. But if you eat like without conscious, you just like chew and swallow, maybe you don't feel the sweetness. Yeah. I think actually you have time and sit down, to sit down and try to notice the food, different flavor. Like this one is sweet, this one is sweet potato, this one is sweet for sure, but natural sweet is good for you.
I will try a bit of each piece, and it's crunchy.
Maybe it's beetroot. I'm sorry. If it's crunchy, it must be the beetroot.
Yeah,
it's the
beetroot.
beetroot. It's the beetroot. Sorry. It's
That's
the
okay.
beetroot. Yeah. So you get the sweetness from the pumpkin too. Beetroot is good. The red color in beetroot is so nutritional, and for people who might battling with cancer, this is a perfect dish for them because not only they will get a lot of the flavor to help them have strength to battle with the disease. All these will.
It's pumpkin, isn't it?
Yes.
It's pumpkin.
Yes.
Okay.
The beetroot will help fight the cancer as well.
So if you notice that in one dish there's a lot of benefit each ingredient given for our body,
Yes.
aside from reduce the pollution in the earth, like as Dr. Nok explained, beetroot can
Can fight the cancer.
can be sort of antioxidant, right?
Yes, sure, definitely antioxidant.
And
Pumpkin is also anti-inflammatory, and the yellow color has beta carotene. It's good for your eyes, your skin, and your lung. Anything that has yellow color in it, like squash, pumpkin, mangoes, ripe mangoes, beta carotene, carrot, beta carotene. Yeah, those are all good. Even the cranberry you eating, has nutritious value in it. And I was saying earlier, that when you eat more plants, how can it save the world? Because when the demand go to eating more plants. Besides, not having to cut down tree to grow the animal farm, people will pay more attention to the soil and the water source, because you want to have the vegetable that's not toxic. You want to have what we call organically grown vegetables. So then the quality of the soil will be our concern, and the way to do the farming using the pesticides will be less, because we want to have the very, very best vegetables, and the earth will be taken care of, because the human need, want to have good vegetables. So that's how I think that by eating, and we eat like 3 meals a day, guys, it's a lot. This is my way of doing what's good to Mother Earth, and I don't just keep taking from her, for me, if I take something like this, then I have to find a way to give back.
Yeah.
Like for example, I eat vegetable, and if I go to the beach and I see like a plastic bottle, I will feel like it's my duty to like pick it up, because plastic bottle like don't belong to the beach. I might not get my food from the beach directly, but I feel like the beach, the forest, everything is all as one. I take the vegetable here, so I give back there. Or to celebrate a birthday, some people might just plant more trees, or I grow herb. My trees are like very little and edible, but there's a part that I can do.
So Dr. Nok, I wonder if someone go to do some shopping in a supermarket, and do they need to buy the ingredient in sort of organic farm, from the organic farm, or they can use like the produce from the GMO farm as well?
Organic mean like the word organic is going back to how our ancestors do agriculture, by using the whatever the animal, the cow, ใช้ปุ๋ยคอกอะค่ะ
fertilizer.
Yeah, fertilizer is like from
Fresh
the cow.
fertilizer.
Yeah, like a natural fertilizer from the cow. Back in the old day, they don't use like pesticide, a lot of those, and people are very smart. They grow this kind of tree that the bug, the insect hate, with this kind of tree. So it's like very, very good for environment. But now it's different. It's different. So what I'm saying that organically grown, if you have local farmers, that they grow it naturally and don't use pesticides, that's good enough. But if you want with the brand, that's also okay, as long as that brand is true to what you say, to what they do. It's the natural.
Alert. Dr. Nok mentioned before that the best benefit that we're going to get from plant-based diet is we should cook fresh and eat fresh.
Right.
Okay, so every ingredient, even sauce, going to make like meal by meal, according to our preferred portion in the meal. And this dish, you see, I'm finished. I can tell that I'm finished because I intend to leave, okay, a couple of pieces, because I'm going to try for the next meal. It's so delicious, and what kind of benefit I'm going to get from the dish that I finished for my body?
Okay. Well, of course, you get good protein,
Yes.
omega-3 from the prawn that you have there, and for the green oak, you get lots of chlorophyll from that.
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll, the green, and
So
barley.
what is help? The chlorophyll, what is help our body?
Your heme, your iron, your circulation of the blood.
Wow.
Yeah, your
Wow.
blood cell get fed. Your blood cell just get fed.
Wow.
Yeah, and the barley, good carb, you get good energy. You will last, all day, all night from the barley there. Protein in it, and it has fiber, so it will regulate your sugar level. You won't get hungry easily. And the pumpkin, you got good eyesight, good skin, lung, with the beta carotene. The beetroot, if you happen to have like some cell that's growing too fast. This will help slow down, and that's how it helps with the cancer.
Oh, okay.
And with the tofu is it made from soy, from soy made to tofu, and also has sesame seed, the black thing there. Sesame seed is good oil, anti-inflammatory, and the tofu itself is anti-inflammatory. So with this sort of protein, the protein from plant is better than animal because protein from plant make your blood alkaline, acidic and alkaline. The animal one, the sugar, highly refined carb, make the blood acidic, which is not good because it will make the cell sick. But the body, the blood, the cell like to be slightly alkaline, and the plant do just that. Yeah, so now at least your blood is alkaline right now after this meal.
It's better circulated in in our body.
Yeah, and you got olive oil from the salad dressing, the apple cider vinegar, and much more. I don't know. We cover everything yet.
Wow, that's good. If that's correct, if I in my notion, if we got better, blood or liquid circulation in our body, so it helps our skin to look, fresher,
because
and
the blood carries
and anti-aging
nutrition to the cell. If your blood is good and has lots of oxygen from the green chlorophyll, oxygen, nutrition, of course your cell's gonna get it. Your brain cell will get fed, your heart cell get fed, everything got fed, and your skin will get fed.
That's why you look so
thank you.
adolescent.
Thank you.
At the age 47, but she looked 30. That's why she committed to plant-based diet lifestyle for many years, and it's fortunate gives very productive outcome, because when you met her in person, you can tell that she actually is so young.
Thank
so
you.
Young. Okay, this finished, and I'm going to try the next one. What is it?
This is in Thai we call it khao soi, and khao soi is a traditional northern style kind of food, and the anti-inflammatory ingredient is here. It's in the sauce or the soup of khao soi. Yeah, that's red thing in coconut.
Yeah.
milk.
What it made of? This sauce.
Red onion, garlic, chili, and many northern herb in there. That's anti-inflammatory herb. And in this dish, of course, you will see there's this vegetable right here. It's called bok choy. This one is the same family as broccoli. Yes, and you see the carb part here. It looks like a fettuccine, but actually it's not. It's like the special noodle that has konjac in it. Konjac is a kind of plant that has lots of fiber.
It's not fettuccine, okay?
It's not, but they try to make it to look like fettuccine, so that it can fool you at first.
Yes,
but
that's right. To make it more interesting.
When you show it, you see like, it's like it's crunchy. How come fettuccine is crunchy?
And what is this?
Oh, the chicken. That's some part of the chicken, because since you are like a beginner today, if it's plant-based whole food, the chicken will be substituted with tofu and no shrimp.
How did you make it? A boil chicken?
The chicken breast, yes, boil.
And do we need to eat olive bread? Bread, or what part of
It's just the
chicken
part that less fat.
Okay.
Less fattening.
Okay.
Because if you eat the chicken, like the chicken wing, the chicken knuckle, with a lot of skin, the skin of the chicken has fat. And if that chicken was raised by using hormone or antibiotic, it will be collected in its skin, in its layers of fat.
So why do we need a lamb?
It's flavorful, and it's also anti-inflammatory vegetable.
Yeah. So everything in the dish, help our wellness.
Yes.
It's not only like to give us better flavor as we wish, but it actually prevent us from anti-inflammation, which inflammation cause a lot of disease, right? So can you give a little knowledge on how severe the inflammation could cause to our body?
Okay. As we have mentioned earlier, there's acute inflammation and chronic inflammation. For the chronic inflammation, there's no sign or symptom whatsoever. You have to have blood tests only, and the inflammation will be in the blood, right? And you have different organs in your body. You have the brain, the heart, the liver, the lung, or even the bone. And whatever organ that's the weakest, it will get affected by the chronic inflammation. That's why we must check whether we have chronic inflammation or not. And if we have it, just try to reverse it with different lifestyle, with food. But if you don't do anything about it, let me tell you a story. And I think your audience, your fan can listen to this story and get the picture. For example, if this person, is graduated and working in the office and just eat whatever, maybe mostly junk food, never worry or care about eating more plants, mostly just fry chicken, fry noodle, fry everything. And one day, maybe at the age of 35, she went to see a doctor, have a physical exam. The doctor say, your weight is getting overweight, and the blood sugar doesn't look so good, and the lipid profile is even worse. You have so much fat. I recommend you to start losing weight. And this lady never tests whatsoever whether she has chronic inflammation or not. She's so afraid of dying, she get on the treadmill and start run all her life. And all of a sudden, she just feel like chest pain, fall off the treadmill. And once people pick her up, she already has stroke. You know what happened is, she might have chronic inflammation for a long time and she never had it checked out. And when you inflame in the blood and the vein, that's how people got, this heart disease and stroke is. The vein is like when you have a hose, you watering plants, the water came out. But if you want the water to come out stronger, you have to do the hose like this. It's like with your blood. If the blood is clogged with all this fat from the junk food, the blood has to push so hard. And when you get older, the blood vessel is not flexible when you were young. When it pushes so hard, it breaks. And the fat fall out, traveling. If it travel to the brain, you got stroke. If it to the heart, you just have heart attack, and people just die, not knowing when it's gonna happen. That's why, besides checking everything, you must check chronic inflammation because think about your condition. This is how severe it is. That's how people get stroke, and people call it silent disease.
So, all the fans, why IGL accept invitation from Dr. Nok? Because Dr. Nok is a USA licensed registered nurse, and she was academic trained as a nurse in USA. So what she explained and shared her knowledge in our program today is entirely from her knowledge, from research, and from experience, from the empire of evidence. It's not like we just sitting here and speak, blah blah blah. No. So what she just mentioned is very, startling fact in our, life nowadays. When you look, when you're watching the news, and you will see that we have been, we have a lot of case, right? That suddenly someone just gone abruptly, without any sign before. Even though their member family said that, oh, he, was healthy. He went to the gym all the time and he ate well, sort of. But it's actually, like Dr. Nok said, if we wouldn't, self-conscious enough of the food intake we have, we really new that we actually got a chronic inflammation for many long time, and the chronic inflammation is actually the cause of a variety of disease. Yes, the deadly disease like diabetes, right?
Diabetes, hypertension,
Yeah.
obesity.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's all cost life, you know. And once we knew from our program now, I wish that all the audience would, would get something. If you prefer from her knowledge to adjust or to embrace into your usual habits.
Just
It
eat
would
more
help.
vegetable and aim for 5 colors a day.
Colors,
Yeah.
5 colors.
5 colors
Yeah.
a day, because if you got 5 colors.
Do you have any specific color to tell the fans?
Oh, sure. Like for all the berries, it has a purple color. The berry, the beetroot, even grapes, the color purple. It has the phytochemical called anthocyanin, and that's good for your blood, for your brain, and your skin. And for the green one, like kale, spinach, that one has lots of color.
Should I sprinkle or can I buy?
Up to you,
Okay.
anything, any way you like. And the red one, tomato, watermelon, it has lycopene in it. And lycopene help, prevent prostate cancer, lung cancer. And the yellow one, beta carotene, in papaya, ripe mango, carrot, and what else? Even white color has something, for the blood and the vein.
White color, you mean tofu?
No, I mean garlic, onion.
Garlic?
Yes. Or the white color vegetable. It has the ingredient called allicin, and that one is a blood thinning. It helps the blood not to clumps together,
Yeah.
and when it doesn't clump, it flow well, and it help carry out the clogged vein, clogged artery, help clear the artery.
Oh, she's very knowledgeable. We got so many knowledge and something that money can't buy. I can tell you this episode is very beneficial.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you're
indeed.
very curious. This is like wow.
Yeah.
I just invited you to try out some plant-based, and you come with all this. These are like very, very difficult questions, like that deserve like a time of lecturer. Seriously,
Yeah.
all of her question, all his questions are like just one shot question, but it has to take the whole village to explain it.
So delicious.
Yeah, you like it. Great. And just in the Thai curry that made this the sauce of this noodle alone, it has maybe like 5 or 6 ingredients. That the chili is, the red onion, of course, is the garlic, and that's like galangal. Galangal. Yeah, galangal. That's like very, very good anti-inflammatory herb.
Actually, it's outside plant-based diet a little bit. Even though I'm a meat eater still, but honestly, I don't like chicken. But I found that a lot of less fat diet that you see in the market tend to promote chicken. Why so?
Again.
I mean, a lot of the food that being promoted for less fat.
Oh, the lean. It's
the lean
easy
food.
to find,
Yeah.
and it's like
Why they go for chicken or fish? I can understand fish, but I'm not into chicken. Why they chose chicken into in a box?
maybe it's commercial or it's commercial. Chicken is commercially available everywhere. That could be, the reason.
That could be the reason. It's not like the health benefit. They would give better health benefit than other meat.
No. Actually, like with the chicken, I would even recommend my student to to find like free range chicken because chicken that's like in the industry you see the news, you know how it's grown. Yeah. But this part is especially added here because for the beginner, for them to go like totally 100% plant-based, it might shock their world.
Okay,
So, yeah.
if all the fans, don't you forget, she also a lecturer. She's so great. She's very versatile. If I would like to get recommend from you, if not chicken, what kind of meat should I add into like a plant-based?
Say tofu.
A plant-based meat. If not chicken, I mean I still
fish. You know,
we
there's
eat
like different kind of fish. The fish from the sea, or even Thai fish, duk sawai, tapian chon, jalamet. You know, if you can eat those, there's many different kind of fish or seafood. You know, shrimp, prawn, or even egg. I would eat boiled egg. I'll eat boiled egg instead of fish or chicken even. Yeah, I eat 1 to 2 eggs every day.
Really?
Yeah. But when I go on plant-based 100%, it's like no egg. Yeah. But you know, the time that I become like a flexitarian time, flexible, I will eat like 3 things, like for the protein from animal, fish, some chicken, and seafood. You know, shrimp, like there's an egg. But like instead of this, if you're looking for plant-based protein, there's so many, you know, beans, chickpea, just bean itself, black beans the best, red bean, green bean, like for Mexican food, you know, they use a lot of black bean, like in the burrito, like those are nice, you know, just like skip some of the cheese and less the oil, you know, a lot of Mexican food, like the taco salad, you just skip the taco shell, but inside the taco shell, you know, those are all good ingredients.
Indian food as well.
Yeah, and Indian food, and a lot of avocado, you know, throw in the good fat. If you want to eat fat, eat it from avocado. Oh, Chef Kwan would be proud of you. Clean food. Thank you.
Oh, that's good. I'm not like vegetable food proponent, but as the times go by, you can see that I could finish. You know.
Right. Yeah, and
So
you eat most
delicious.
plant. You didn't even touch the chicken. You know, you eat most plant. So
It's
for
so
you, I
delicious.
think you just passed from beginner to intermediate.
Okay, that's right. Okay, the last one that I'm going to try. What is it? Okay, show the fans.
Okay, this is grilled salmon with raspberry rice. This raspberry rice is mixed with some quinoa, you know. And the highlight is the sauce. This is green curry sauce, and supposedly you can eat it with the eggplant.
It's a green curry. Okay.
Yeah, green curry is light, very light green color. Yeah. If you eat it like plant-based 100%, you just take the salmon out and put maybe the egg here or the tofu instead of the salmon. But if you still want to eat meat, you know, this is like 100 gram of salmon. Yeah. Got good fat from here, a lot of beta carotene and fiber from the eggplant, and this is lots of fiber, anthocyanin. And like for Asian people, like for me, Thai people, I used to find that fresh blueberry in my country, Thailand, is so expensive, like 300 baht a pack. And once you buy it, 2 days if you don't eat it, it got like mold on it, you have to throw away. I switched to like a blueberry that's frozen. Frozen blueberry is okay, it's less expensive. But now I found the Thai ingredient that has the purple color as blueberry. riceberry.
Raspberry.
Yeah, see the riceberry, the purple color here. So you got anthocyanin from here, and it's so cheap. I'm
Raspberry.
telling you, it's not expensive at all, and people everywhere can get a hold of riceberry.
Yeah, I think in Philippines, can find pepperoni as well.
So it doesn't have to be like only food imported from far away. Yeah, the further, the more expensive. We have many organically grown,
Yeah.
And even I don't know if they have in the Philippines the butterfly pea, the anchana.
What? Yeah.
I eat that flower. Yeah, to get the purple anthocyanin. So
Because in Thailand, we normally drink
butterfly pea.
butterfly pea drink as well. And I think in Philippines also, also
It's a
have-
purple flower, edible purple flower. I don't know, sometime you can Google it and show your fan the picture. Yeah.
So,
I can,
all the fans, if you like have time, and I mean, if you would like to start plant-based diet lifestyle, if you have time and have some sort of little area like for do some city gardening, you can grow yourself.
Grow yourself
some
little
yeah,
herbs,
little herbs.
basil, so easy.
Yeah, basil and eggplant
Yes.
and lemon lime sort of.
I grew kefir.
Seafood.
Makrut.
Makrut, yeah.
Kefir, you don't even have to water it very much,
Yeah.
it will grow.
Yeah, that's right. Because nowadays, quite many also who living in a condo or in a center of the city, they tend to have to implement their own garden.
Yeah,
And
like the sky garden.
Yes, sky garden, and grow their own vegetable just to make the organic meal for themselves. So this is a good idea as well. If anyone would love to try, and it help reduce the cost of meal as well. So I'm going to try the third one.
เปลี่ยนจานไหมก็ maybe different flavor can use my plate to touch this and the spoon ไหวไหมเธอกิน2 จานแล้วนะ กิน
It's okay. It's okay. No, I very choose lamb. So I have a chance. I choose lamb. I love chewing lamb.
ก็บันทึกเทปมาชั่วโมงกว่าแล้วนะ ตัดได้อะโอเค
Okay, now we're going to make it quick for the last one, right? As this is a rice,
raspberry
raspberry rice.
อันนี้จิ้มกับแซลมอนดูก็ได้ You can have it with salmon, you can have it with eggplant or any of this vegetable. And amazingly, go just taste like one day meal in one day into one meal. That's amazing.
So I can tell you, it's very rare opportunity, okay, to meet Dr. Nokshalida in person, and it's even rarer to get invited by her, to try on the very special plant-based diets. So I asking her to to have the whole day meal. So I can show all the fans around the world and how it's like, how it's made, and how great it's going to give to our body.
And I have a question. How many of you are cook at home, being a mother, being a housewife, or just for yourself to eat better? Because a lot of this, that I actually teach, but I teach in Thai how to do healthy cooking meal. And maybe if some of your fans like to get plant-based dish, or how to make this favorite dish of them more plant-based like what to substitute instead of the meat, to make it still flavorful. If your fan needs some help with that, I'm more than happy to do so, because this is my mission, to eat more plant more vegetable, and by doing so, we will take care of the earth, take care of the soil, you know.
So how the fans who interested get connect with you?
Oh, just follow me on my Facebook fan page, Health Society by Nok Chalida, HEALTH, Health, and little space, Society, SOCIETY, and then space, and by Nok Chalida. And for those who have IG account, my account is Nok Health Soul. Just follow Nok Health Soul. I post some menu like this every day, and sometimes I will give out, you know, recipe for people to try. But for those out there, I don't know, some of you might be just a beginner who just trying to have this for yourself, or some know how to cook already, intermediate, some are like even chef, you know. So if you need help and you kind of tell me your level, that will be very helpful, because for beginner, mostly I teach beginner. For beginner, I would like tell them from scratch, like every little thing. But for people who already know, you know, if I tell them too much, they might be annoyed by too much information. So most of my students are like beginner, and they do it, you know, for their lifestyle. And plant-based, you know, if it has definition, sometimes it's like no fixed way to eat it. It's more like a lifestyle. Like I tell you, just keep thinking that this plate, it must be vegetable 85%. If it's vegetable 85%, then I can call myself, plant-based meal. Yeah. And 5 color to be even better. Yeah. 85% vegetable, 5 color in the plate, and you're good, you know. Because if you remember too many rules, you may get headache. Oh, and no deep fry. Become the whole food form. Because if you worry about not getting enough fat, you already got enough fat from the salmon. And if you throw in like a avocado in here, you know, there's plenty of fat. And nuts, you know, like almond has lots of fat. Peanuts, those, you got enough fat already from those. You don't have to like pour in many fat from the oil.
And one thing that I'm curious. If I go to the gym for exercise, I mean this kind of diet, plant-based diet, should I, you know, have it after, or I just skip after the exercise?
For plant-based for athlete, you must eat before you train. If you like have no glucose in your brain whatsoever, no, not well. You must eat. You can eat before and to build muscle, like lift weight. You must eat immediately. You must eat the protein, the carb immediately after you finish working out. So this could be like a before meal, after meal, and for athlete must be hydrate. So you must plan. And you know, like for all those sport drinks, you know, for plant-based lifestyle, what I would recommend, coconut water instead of drinking Gatorade. Because those you got artificial color, you got lots of fructose, corn syrup, you know, lots of sugar. But coconut, you got electrolyte, you got mineral, and the sugar is just right because it's natural coconut water instead of sport drink.
What kind of fruit would you recommend to be added in a plant-based meal?
For if you ask me,
Aside coconut.
if you ask me, I would recommend the anti-inflammatory fruit always, which are banana, papaya, pineapple, orange, and red or purple grape. These are like the 5 that I always have in my kitchen. Banana is like the most go-to, and a lot of papaya and pineapple for me.
That's why you see all the athletes, you see, they carry banana. That's exactly what Dr. Nok explained.
And the banana in Asia, the Goi Nam Hwa, the short, chubby banana, the one that we have in our land, that's like the best. And you know, this banana, you can eat it raw, the raw banana. We have the granola, the short one. I'm sure in the Philippines they have it.
Yeah.
The raw one, you slice it. You can eat it raw like that with nam neung, or you use the slice, boil with water, and make into like raw banana tea, and it helps with digestion. And the ripe one is so good. You know, you can just eat it like that. And the banana that's so ripe, almost rotten, you know, don't throw it away. You can make it into kue mochi or, you know, or some dessert with it. And if you eat it just like that, very, very ripe, it feeds the bacteria and help you go to the bathroom, like easy.
What about the skin of banana? Could we use anything out of the skin of banana?
It's a good fertilizer.
Good fertilizer.
Like my mom now, she's in Florida. She would separate her waste. Like for the eggshell, she would put it in one bucket. The skin of the fruit, the mango in one bucket, and she used like some kind of thing to make it break down, and she just like water her plant in the garden with that. And you know the eggshell is like the best fertilizer.
Eggshell.
Yeah, the eggshell, when you like use egg, there's a shell, rinse it a little bit and toss it, you know, and separate it. And once you crush the eggshell, you know, you can mix it up for the
So today, aside from we know how to cook our plant-based meal, we also know how to make a homemade fertilizer.
Yeah, from the skin of the banana, the mango, the orange, just put it in the bucket. My mom put it outside the house and it's so hot, you know. She didn't even put like the special ingredient, just like let it rot by natural, just a little far away from the house so that, you know.
My mom also, prefer
And it
organic fertilizer.
Yeah, and it doesn't
But
smell bad, you know, because it's plant. It's like, it's just plant. It's just like run plants,
It's
you know.
not like an animal feces.
Right. But it's animal, it's gonna smell.
Yeah.
You know, but if it's plant, it doesn't. It's just like go with the nature.
But my mom, goes for homemade fertilizer, but in form of liquid one. She prefer liquid one. And she always, emphasize me or encourage me to go for the organic things. So I finished all 3 meal. I tried on, and I can tell you, it's changed my view completely. Okay, after I gone through all these 3, because I'm telling you, at the beginning, I was very biased against no meat meal. But once I taste all the 3, I wouldn't find any like different about the taste from the plant-based diet from the meat one. But natural way, okay? It's very smooth, very savory food, and also I feel fresh. To be honest, I feel fresh because
Thank you.
we ate 5 colors, vegetable.
Rainbow for you.
Yeah, rainbow.
Always rainbow.
Yeah, always rainbow. I'm a rainbow member, LGBT anyway. So I'm very fine today. Got very great feeling. And you can make your own plant-based diet. And if you would like to get any recommendation how to properly cook, and how many recipes that you can make out of what you have, so you can follow Dr. Nok Charida at Waget, please.
My Facebook fan page, Health Society by Nok Charida. Please kindly put a
Yes,
spelling
sure. I
correction for
always.
me. And the IG Nok Health Soul. And this is just one thing I have to offer you for Miss Earth. I'm thinking that there's like traditional Thai way of using the herb, the element of fire, the element of wind, the element of the earth, the nam, lom, fire.
Would you
water.
Would you going to give plant-based diets for some meal to the contestant at Big Earth Thailand?
Well, of course, if they are as open as you are, this is what I live for.
Why not?
Yeah, and also divide it, listen to me, in 4 elements. There's plant-based for the element of fire, there's plant-based for the element of wind, plant-based for the element of water, and plant-based for the earth.
That's what we Earth lover living for, okay? Plant-based 4 elements. So any audience, any Miss Earth fans, and also Miss Earth Thailand contestant to be, you can try on, or you can contact Dr. Nok Sharida to get to know how to cook your fire.
Yeah.
You Miss Earth fire meal, okay? You Miss Earth water meal, you Miss Earth air meal, and you Miss Earth
the earth
meal. I feel all element in me now. I got fire, I got fairy now.
Okay, good for you. Thank you very much for.
And thank you, and thank you for the fan for today. And thank you, Dr. Nok Sharida, for the time that give me knowledge, and also Chef Kwan.
Yes.
The great lady behind the great meal.
Yes.
She's so so good. I will put her face in the post as well, so everybody know, and who actually the specialist working with Dr. Nok. And Dr. Nok, do you have any kind words to all Miss Earth fans in the world?
Okay.
At the end.
Thank you for watching, and thank you for your love to support Beauty Queen with a good cause. We are here today because all of you, your love and your support. And for me, as I say many times, I very encourage people to eat more plants, and when you eat it with a grateful heart, and when you eat, you be thankful to Mother Earth and do good thing, because Mother Earth has given us so much, and it's our time to consider and take good care of her. That's my message for today.
Oh, thank you. And my message to Dr. Nok, thank you very much for the beauty queen herself, and for the knowledge that she graciously giving to all the fans, all the Miss Earth fans, all the audience in the world, including me. And thank you for the fans for your patience and for your understanding, your great interest, okay, into like avant-garde, okay, way of life. It's very beneficial for us all. And thank you for today. And I wish that you're going to try to have a plant-based diet for yourself. Just start from little by little. You will feel change in some ways, such as me. I completely new and I changed.
Yeah.
I feel change.
Thank you.
Thank you for today, and have a goodbye, and see